who would you hire? If you're Bubba Cunningham, who are you hiring?
It's tough. I think I don't know. It's I honestly don't know right now. I would have to give it more.
I'm going Wes Miller. Yeah,
I think at the end of the day,
I've known Wes so long. I know how he's built. I know what type of person he is. He's got some fight to him because he had to grind it out to get it to where he was, obviously playing at Carolina. He was the interim coach at UNC Greensboro when Mike DeMent left and got that job and has done a great job there. He had a chance to get Charleston and didn't. He withdrew from that job from what I'm told. So to me, I think Wes Miller is the no-brainer here. He's young. He's energetic. He knows the landscape. He goes back all the time. He knows the area. Obviously, he doesn't know. Yeah, he hasn't recruited at the highest level, but he knows the people, the AAU coaches in the area. They know him. He'll hire the right staff because, again, he's very entrenched in college basketball. So, I just think Wes Miller is the right guy.
Yeah, I think so too. But what I would say is this: I would want to bring in Hubert. I would want to bring in Jerry Stackhouse and maybe a couple other candidates. And I would just want and say, here, give me the detailed plan of what you're going to do to be able to get North Carolina and back to the point where it is perennially one of the top 10 teams in the country. It's a great program. They haven't been one of the top 10 teams in the country in recent seasons. So I would absolutely make sure to bring those guys in for an interview and say, sell me on it. Convince me why. Jerry Stackhouse, convince me why I need to hire you as the next coach in North Carolina. Give me the entire detailed plan. Tell me who you're going to hire as a staff. Tell me how you're going to approach making sure that these kids don't transfer. Tell me how you're going to approach getting talent onto this campus. Tell me how you're going to run. Are we going to keep doing the same two bigs kind of Carolina secondary break type deal? Are you going to recruit more shooters? Are you going to start trying to play a little bit more of a modern style of basketball than Roy Williams is doing? Come in. Sell me on it. Try to pitch me on it. Try to convince me that.
I just don't know how you hire a guy who's been mediocre at best at Vanderbilt.
I agree. I agree. But if the issue is that you just can't get players onto the campus and you can't get the talent that you need to be able to succeed at the level that you want to succeed.
It's Carolina. You're going to get talent.
That's what I'm saying, which is why the part of, oh, you know what, Jerry Stackhouse, yeah, he's actually a pretty good basketball coach. And if you know you're going to get the talent in North Carolina, that's an interesting hire. And it's something where I would want to bring him in and at the very least have a real interview and try to see exactly what his plan would end up being. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just feel like you need somebody that's going to work too. You need somebody that's going to work hard. That would be my other thing. And Wes works. He works. So like from what I've heard, Stack isn't a grinder by any means. He likes to play golf. I think Wes would take this one a little bit I don't know if more seriously is the right word, but again would take more into. So, again, you got names, you got guys outside the family. I don't think those guys will be the first call. From what I'm told, it'll be guys in the family and see if they can go that route. But Roy Williams retires on April Fool's Day, on Rob Dauster's birthday, no less. Mm-hmm. I mean, spoiling your entire birthday plans, Rob, which were to do what? I don't know. But whatever it was, now you've got to focus and be on a second pod with me talking about Roy Williams. And we're gonna miss all the kind of Southern comments from Roy, the shucks, and we'll miss obviously seeing Roy around. He was always he was fun to kind of talk to. He was fun to talk to because I think the one thing with Roy, he didn't really have an air of arrogance to him when you talk to him. He would just, when I broke in 20 years ago, I was like, all right, I'm never going to get to know Roy Williams and Coach K and all these guys that were already a little bit older, right? They were in their mid-50s or, something like that, Boeheim. And I've actually been able to, establish a pretty good relationship with Roy over the years. Interviewed him plenty of times, hung out with him at AAU events and would sit next to him. And really enjoyed talking to Roy because, again, I think there wasn't a lot of BS with Roy.